Testicles 1 2 testing. Testicles 1 2 testing. Testicles 1 2 testing. Testicles 1 2 testing.
Say something.
Just
Anything?
to check the audio.
Say something.
Just
Anything?
to check the audio.
Oh, you did.
What you did?
Ah,
Oh, I. Oh,
well,
I heard us talking on Twitch though.
stop muting things.
Ah, right, okay. Oh, what the fuck's going on? Right, here we go.
Oh no.
It's got to be intro thing. Right, okay, try again. Here we go. What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
No, it's working now.
What did you do, Ray?
Right, okay. I think I've got it. Here we go. One more time. Why is it echoing? Why is it doing it twice? Shit. It was going so well.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
I think we're just getting started. I'm Richard.
I think this is more than you can handle.
Sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. Whose turn is it to host this week? I guess it's my turn. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 881 of your Overseas Connection podcast. Happy Easter if you partake. If you don't, well, happy April 5th, and I hope you enjoy some free candies. Joining us this week are our stalwart dynamic duo back again. Back nearly from the dead this Easter Sunday is Mr. Mark Wright. Say hi to the people, Mark.
Hi, people. Yeah, mechanics on all the gaming platforms. Yeah, I was nearly risen from the dead one recently, so yeah. Just call me
It sounded
Jesus.
like quite
Just call me Jesus.
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far. I will give you a credit.
Can we call you
for a
Jesus?
great recovery. I might call you Jesus. Yeah, you'll get
There
that.
you go.
Maybe. Yeah. And of course, with the wonderful suggestion there is our stalwart co-hostess, part-time host, Miss Kim
Yeah.
Woods.
I didn't get any hate mail, so I must have did a good job. So anyway, I'm happy to be here. Gamer Girl 27 on the Xbox and pretty much everywhere else. And yeah, let's do a show. So
I just got back, so your mail is on the way.
okay,
You'll be ready.
good to know I got something.
And every week when I host it, I forget to introduce myself. So I am, of course, Chris Matthew, gamertag OC_CP Matthew on Xbox Live and Twitter. And they still call me Moose on Discord and Steam. I think I have a PSN account, but I've long since forgot. They probably deleted it. I haven't logged in years. Yeah, here we are. We're here to talk to you about life, video games, whatever random nonsense comes into our heads during this podcast. And welcome, Boomer, ever reliable companion in the chat. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Happy birthday this week. We didn't have any community birthdays, so people start having birthdays. But happy birthday to Pharrell Williams, turning 53 this week. Paul Rudd. The internet says he's turning 56, but I think that he's a vampire. He just doesn't seem to age. He's either a vampire or he's got a picture somewhere in his house that looks very, very old. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Happy birthday to Maximus Decimus Meridius himself, Mr. Russell Crowe. And happy birthday to Dennis Quaid, turning 73 this week. Dennis Quaid's done a lot of movies. The first thing that I always think of is Inner Space.
Yeah. With Mel, Meg Ryan. Yeah.
With Meg Ryan and Martin Short. Yeah.
I loved Inner Space. The miniaturized him and put him inside the body. Yeah.
That's right. Let's just enlarge him. Oh, gross. All right. So welcome also to the chat, Martin. Good to see you. I guess that brings us to our what's going on in our lives segment of the show. Like it or not, you're going to find out what's going on in our lives.
Everyone here loves story time, our favorite time of the day.
So let's see. Greg is away this week. A few weeks ago, he was away being fitted for his Fursona, and this Sunday he's been employed in his Fursona, the cutest Coney in California, hosting Easter egg hunts all up and down the Pacific coast. So
he told me
maybe next week.
Yeah, he told me he was fluffing some bunnies. I don't know.
I don't know anything about that. So let's see. Who wants to go first? What's going on with Microsoft, Mark?
Fucking all
what
right.
They did.
So my nephew's up this week for Easter week. He took some time off work and he's staying at my mum's, who lives around the corner, and he's been around here most of today. And you know, when I had the PC problems with the accidental CPU pin bending,
Yes.
yeah. So, and I built a second PC out of all the parts, what was left over from the new build.
As you should.
Yeah. Well, he was sort of like dropping lots and lots of hints that he needed a new PC, and so he's bought my spare PC because I hardly ever use it. Yeah. So, so we spent quite a few hours today removing all my accounts and everything. Why do Microsoft make it so hard to remove your account from the computer now? It was a nightmare. So you'd think you just log out and that would be it, but no. Every time we logged out of all of my Microsoft accounts and everything, restarted the computer, it always came back with my login, wanting my PIN number to get onto Windows again. And it took us ages to figure it out, and in the end we had to go into accounts in the settings, and it was in there, and we had to set his account up, then give him administrator rights, and then he was able to go in on his account and then remove my account. So yeah, just we don't make it easy at all.
You didn't just wipe it?
No, because there's no point, was there? Because he wanted a lot of the stuff what was already on there. It was quite basic anyway, but he wanted Steam and Epic and everything, so it was easy just to log out, and it's staying in the family, so it isn't like it's going to someone who I don't know. But yeah, it took a while to get everything logged out and removed, but it's clear of my personal information now. So yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, whenever one of my kids inherits a gaming PC from me, I always just wipe it out.
Yeah.
Start over.
Yeah.
But that's just to me that's the fastest way to do it. You just reinstall Windows and it wipes everything out.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to see your otherwise underutilized personal
Yeah.
computer.
I only used it
Going
like once a week on a Sunday morning when my mum was here. So I wasn't obviously up here out of the way and ignoring her. So yeah, it's the only time it ever got used really. Because I've got a Steam Deck now, so if I'm just sat on the couch, I just use a Steam Deck. So talking of Steam, Kim made me do something this week. So I got a message saying,
I know.
"Oh, something's on sale on Loaded," which is X CD Keys, which is a game. So I've played a demo and I've been interested in for a while, but I've been waiting for it to come cheap. So yeah, Kim's made me spend some money this week. So Solasta 2, the D&D adventure game, is half price 53% off on Loaded at the moment. So Kim spent some of my money this week.
I
Well
also
done, Kim.
spent some of my money, so yeah.
But Kim. Well, I'll let Kim say what she's did with hers because she just like goes above and beyond with Solasta stuff. So it doesn't just buy one game.
This time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Watched a bit of TV. So I mentioned last week, since I've been off work poorly, we started watching The Rookie with Nathan Fillion, and we have caught up right up to season 8, up to the latest episode, and now we have to wait weekly every Tuesday for the next episode, which is so angry because we love binge watching them. We like to watch like one after another, 2 or 3 a night at least, because it's such a good. I don't know if you guys have seen The Rookie. It's so good, so good.
No, I've seen the Wookiee. Anyway.
Yeah. So we have to wait weekly now. So we need to find a new sort of like binge watching series now to keep us going. But we did watch a movie. Greg texted me Friday night saying, "Oh, do you want to play Ark Raiders?" And I just logged off of the computer because I was playing Baldur's Gate and gone downstairs and we started watching a movie. So we watched Scream 7.
Ah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
You might as well just watch 1 and 2 and maybe 3. 4's pretty good, but it was so predictable and some of it was quite good with the effects and that. And obviously, the modern special effects, the gore and everything, and the wow factors up there, isn't it? But it was so predictable, and it was Sidney Prescott again when her family, and there was Gale Weathers again involved. So yeah, just another Scream movie, really. It was past the time. So yeah, do you guys like horror films? Do you like watching stuff like that? No.
Not anymore. There was a time when I was really into Stephen King and all the 80s slasher movies.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's not even so much that they're frightening as they're not fun anymore, I guess.
Yeah. And this one even frightening. There was no jump scares or anything. We did watch one last night, which I've not put on there, on Netflix called Abigail. Have you guys seen Abigail?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, that was good. That was different. So this crew kidnapped this little girl, thinking they're going to hold her for ransom for 50 million from this billionaire guy who's got his daughter, and things aren't what they seem. And this little girl is not what she seems, and it takes a bit of a dark supernatural turn. It's really good, and that's got some jump scares, and that's got a lot of gore and blood and stuff in it. So yeah, really, really good. Recommend Abigail. So that was way better than Scream 7. It's on Netflix as well, so that's good.
Ah.
I don't know. Netflix price is going up. Might not have them for much longer.
Yeah, well,
Right.
If your guys' prices are going up for Netflix, it won't be long before we follow suit. And ours is ridiculous at the moment for Netflix. Oh, Sarah, yeah, I want to watch Night Agent season 3. We've seen 1 and 2, but yeah, season 3, that might be my next thing to watch actually. So yeah, thank you for that. I think we'll do that.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah,
Show
so that's me.
recommendations from
Yep.
the chat. Anything else going on in Mark world?
No, that's about it, really. A nice short week at work with Easter week, because obviously I don't work Mondays, and we had Good Friday off, so I only worked 3 days this week. So yeah, bargain.
Great week.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how many days I worked this week.
0.
Was 0 days. I worked 0 days this week because on Saturday last week we boarded the Disney Treasure, which is one of the 3 newer ships in Disney's fleet, and we went sailing away. So this time we sailed from Florida to the U.S. Virgin Islands and to the British Virgin Islands, and then to Disney's Island. And they're always such a great time. This is one of the bigger ships, so more people on board, a little more crowded. They still never feel crowded because there's just all these little nooks and crannies you can go hang out in. There's a nice adults only area. There's several different themed bars. So on this ship, it's very much kind of themed after Disneyland attractions. So you have there's a bar that is themed after the Jungle Cruise ride at Disneyland. There's a bar that's themed after the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride at Disneyland. And there's a bar that's themed after the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland. So those were all a lot of fun. But I think what we did this week, we're calling it the cruise ship bar crawl. We had at least a beverage in every bar on the ship, maybe in a single day. I'm not sure if we quite made it through all of them in a single day, but we did a whiskey tasting event where they give you 4 or 5 different whiskeys to try. We did a beer tasting event where you get 5 different beers to try. And then we finished it up with a martini tasting event. And I went in thinking I don't like martinis. I was like, I've never had a martini that I really like. This is going to be weird. But man, they were good. They mixed them up just right. Yeah, great time.
Very good.
Great time. On the day that we were in the U.S. Virgin Islands, there was a big flag at the beach that said, "Hey, don't recommend swimming today. The surf is really up." And they were not kidding. I don't know how high the waves were, but it was like knocking you down if you were caught wrong. Big waves. A couple of times, kind of got flipped upside down, backwards under the water. But the boys, my teenagers, thought that was a great time. So making some memories. Let's see. So, and then lastly, on the way back, I watched a fun little movie called "Is This Thing On?" I don't know if you've heard of this movie. It's kind of a dark. I would call it like a dark comedy. It's got Will Arnett and crud. I had it, and I'm forgetting the female lead's name. But the basic story is Will Arnett plays Alex, and Laura Dern. There it is. Laura Dern plays his wife Tess, and they're going through a divorce, and he tries to go into this bar. The whole setup is he tries to go into this bar. They won't let him come in unless he pays a $15 cover. He doesn't have any cash, so he signs up for the open mic night so that they'll let him in for free. And then he kind of uses his stand-up comedy kind of as his therapy as they're going through this, navigating this whole thing. It's not like a laugh out loud funny movie, but it's entertaining and a little bit poignant at parts. So I would recommend it. I thought it was really well done. Yeah, and that's me. So
Yeah.
that just leaves our once and future co-hostess, Jill of all trades. Kim, what is happening?
Well, as most of you know, if you saw my Facebook post, this week just kind of, well, I guess last week, technically. This week hasn't started yet. But anyway, last week very much sucked. Monday was fine. Monday I got up, I did some spring cleaning and moved some things around and got rid of some things that, I'd set in the house for like a year, and we had like magazines. I don't know about anybody else, but it seems like my dad collects magazines like nobody's business. And I mean, they'll sit there and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll reread them again." I've gotten to the point where if they sit there for like a year, yeah, they go out. So I did some of that. Well, then Tuesday showed up, and I'm sitting on my couch, kind of doom scrolling on my phone, and all of a sudden I hear this dog bark, and I'm like, "Oh crap!" my dog is loose. Well, no, it wasn't my dog. It was, well, we don't know whose dog it was for sure. May have been, I'll spit it out. The suspicion is it's my neighbor's dog. But anyway, he showed up, killed one of my cats. I had to run it off. It's not a good thing. Yeah, I will be Debbie Bring Down for this one. Anyway, it wasn't a good deal. I posted a deal about it on Facebook. I think it got around town, and the owner had decided that maybe he better corral his dog, or I was going to do something to it. Anyway, that kind of just set the tone for my week. I didn't really do much. I didn't feel like doing much, other than, I had to take care of the cats, I had to do the chores, that sort of thing. But I didn't get much else done this week. So, but good news, I guess. I bought some automatic feeders for the inside cats because, well, I'm tired of wrestling with them every time I go to feed them. So, if you've ever tried to hold a 13-pound cat back as you're trying to put feed into his bowl, it can be kind of a pain in the ass. So, I've been circling automatic feeders for a while, and they're a little bit on the expensive side, and especially for me because I have 14 cats. So obviously, I'm going to need, about that many feeders. But the nice thing is they have double ones now, so I only needed 7.
What make did you go for in the end?
Huh?
What make did you go for?
They're called, one is All, I think. They're on Amazon.
Right.
And the one I finally got they're battery powered. They're
Right.
Rechargeable battery powered, so I don't need to worry about running cables and like extension cords and that sort of thing to keep them plugged in. And they've got double bowls, so 2 cats can eat in 1 feeder. And yeah, they've even got an app because, everything nowadays has an app. So
Of course it does.
So we'll see how it goes. The funny thing is, like I said, I needed 7. Well, Amazon can only sell me 5. So ended up, I had to go to Target, and Target sells them too. So I went to Target and bought 2 more. So they should all be here next week. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm kind of excited about it. I can set them and they can get the right amount of feed, because there are definitely times I think I overfeed them. Because 1 bag of cat food that I get, and of course we get the expensive cat food because that's what my vet recommends, and usually it lasts me 2 weeks, but I've noticed here lately I think I'm overfeeding them, because sometimes I'm lucky if I get a week and a half out of this one 16-pound bag. So I'm hopeful that, with the feeders, maybe I can keep a better eye on that. So maybe we won't go through the feed as fast. At least I hope. So, yeah. Oh, and Mark.
Yeah.
I caused Mark to spend money.
Oh,
So
yeah.
on that note,
Yeah.
I also bought Solasta 2, but last night I got on the Xbox and me and Boomer hopped on to play some Space Marines, and while we were sitting there chatting at the end, I got to looking through the Xbox spring sale. Well, they had Cat Quest 3 on sale for like $10. And then they had the first Solasta game on sale, but it was a bundle with all the DLC for like $30. Well, guess what Kim ended up buying last night? I ended up buying Cat Quest 3, which then I found out this morning I also have on Steam, so but I also bought the Solasta bundle too, so this is what happens when you give me adult money. So yeah. So Mark wasn't the only one that ended up buying games. I got Solasta 1 and Solasta 2 and Cat Quest 3, so more games that I hope to play, that, well,
Yeah.
who knows.
At least I only bought
Have you
one.
played any of these games yet?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it for me this week. Hopefully this week will be better. I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday. I'm hoping that will go well. It's supposed to be just a random cleaning, so I don't see anything bad coming out of that. But hopefully the neighbor's dog doesn't show back up, or well, it will not be good for the dog.
Nah,
So
get the old shotgun ready.
you're right.
I thought it was a
I
raccoon,
already
honest.
warned you. You're right.
Yeah.
Right, babe. Okay, well, I warned him. I'm like, if you don't keep him on your side of the neighborhood, and it kills another one of my cats, it will not be coming back. So, and that may sound mean, but even if it was my dog and it was killing my cats, it would also not be alive. So, we just don't handle animals killing other animals around here. It just doesn't fly. So, anyway, enough animal murder for me. What else we got going on?
Well, on that happy note, no community questions from Discord. So
I got beer coming out of my nose. Oh,
maybe people ask us a question from time to time.
right.
Otherwise, every
Oh.
week we're going to have to ask Kim to tell us a story about some animals dying, whether she makes them up or not. Okay. So,
Uh,
let's see. Do we have any new free games that we get because we pay for them this
yes,
week? think
actually,
we-
I did. I
All right.
updated all those, so we actually have new
Excellent.
ones. So
Let's hear all
yeah,
about it.
let me get over to them. Actually, after I shot beer out my nose, so thank you for that. Jesus, that burns. Anyway, oh, okay, don't do that. Anyway, for your PlayStation Plus games for April, yeah, can you believe it's April? I can't. But anyway, for April for PlayStation Plus, we have Lords of the Fallen for the PS5, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered for the PS5 and PS4, and Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream for the PS5. Actually, there's a couple of good ones in that one. Obviously, it's not the Sword Art Online one because I have no idea what the hell that even is. But anyway. So far for the Xbox Game Pass this month, we have Barbie Horse Trails.
Oh, Greg will be so happy.
Claire Obscure. I know, right? Oh, man, I saw that one. I kind of chuckled. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is back. NBA 2K26. Final Fantasy IV. Tiny Bookshop. Hades 2. I'm looking forward to that one. Replaced. Vampire Crawlers. I think it's an offshoot of Vampire Survivors. Anyway, I'm up for that. I liked Vampire Survivors. From Double Fine, we have Kiln. That weird sentient pottery game that we saw. Aphelion? I'm gonna go with that. Aphelion. And Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. So that's your Xbox Game Pass so far for this month. That list may get bigger. We'll see. Prime Gaming, we have XCOM Enemy Unknown Complete Pack. Oh, there you go, Greg. Total War Pharaoh Dynasties. A Rat's Quest The Way Back Home. King of Retail. Snake Core. Monster Harvest. Detective Agency Grey Tie Collector's Edition. Detective Agency Grey Tie. Okay, whatever. Neocab. The Pale Beyond. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kaneko Neko Super Muscle Cat.
Oh, it's got a cat in it. You're going to have to buy it.
It's got cat in it, so we'll have to check it out.
Super muscle cat in it.
Super Muscle Cat must be a bodybuilder, I guess.
That won't have an automatic cat feeder, will it?
It only feeds
It'll just be-
protein.
That's right. Oh god. Fantasy General and Spinbile. Holy shit. Pinball Spire. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, and those are your Prime Gaming for this month. Epic Games, we still have Clone Drone in the Danger Zone until the 9th. So there you go. Those are the free monthly games that you kind of sort of pay for. So there you are.
If I had not played XCOM Enemy Unknown a whole bunch, I might be interested in that one. But
Right.
I also already have it in Steam, I guess. You have spoken about this Hades 2 for the last couple of weeks. I might have to check it out.
Yes.
See what it's all about. And of course, we're all very excited for Barbie Horse Trails. Yeah. Or the horror offshoot soon coming Barbie Horse in Trails. All right. That brings us to what we have been playing this week, which we're all very excited to talk about after this friendly little jingle.
Oh, shit. I'm too busy getting I've got Barbie up. What we're doing? Games. Where's games?
Yeah, we're doing games.
Games.
It's game time.
Did I feel like playing computer games?
It's game time.
Distracted by Barbie.
All right.
Jesus.
This is a professionally run podcast.
It really is.
A well-oiled entertainment machine. Let's see. Who shall update us first? It looks as though there's been a lot of Baldur's Gate happening. So let's hear from Kim on Baldur's Gate first.
Well, actually, there hasn't been a lot of Baldur's Gate for me. I've only played one game this
yeah.
week, and it wasn't Baldur's Gate.
I
So
can't read.
yeah, it's okay. I can't either. I had Spinball Spire or something. I don't know. So it's all right. No, the only thing I played was Space Marines Horde mode, and I played that last night, and it's still good. I mean, we managed to actually make it to like wave 3 before getting annihilated. I didn't play for very long because, well, I'm old and I was still kind of half loopy from the alcohol I drank the night before, so I didn't play a hell of a lot. But it's very satisfying. The old chainsword and sawing up aliens. So if you like Space Marines in Horde mode, I suggest it. So there you have it. That's what I played. I didn't even get to play any Divinity this week. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself. So, but I just, like I said, after the events of Tuesday, I just didn't feel like doing much of anything. So
I certainly understand that. But a new week is upon us, and we expect better out of you, Kim.
All right, I will do it.
So let's see, Mark. Why don't you tell us what's been happening in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, so I've sort of like covered for Kim because I have played Baldur's Gate 3. So
thank you.
All the talk what you guys have been on about Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm thinking it's been a while since I played it, and I checked on Steam May 2025 last time I played it, and thought, oh god, it's coming up to nearly
almost
a year.
a year.
Yeah. So and I know. But I know why I stopped playing it, because I got to Act 2 and I got in that place where it's whatever it is, that creepy atmosphere where if you don't have that lantern it kills you, and I didn't, and I did the spider dude wrong and everything, and then I did kill him in the end, and I got the lantern, but nothing went right and they kept dying, so I sacked it and I haven't played it since. So I restarted Act 2 from the beginning. So I loaded the save, which was the first one, as soon as I got to Act 2. And the first thing I did was, we got that spider dude guy to come over. Can't remember his name. And the first thing I did was I fucking murder hoboed him. Completely took him out and all his minions. And I got the lantern and freed the pixie. And we were safe. We were not affected by, I can't remember what it's called again, the blight thing, whatever it is. Shadow Curse, yeah. So, and then we started exploring, and everything was hunky-dory, till I met this strange little kid called Oliver. Oh, dear. What a lovely family he's got. Anyway, I managed to survive. I managed to survive Oliver, and he even gave me a nice little gift at the end, because we played hide and seek, and I found him. I survived Oliver. I came across something else. Oh, and then I found a little town, a little settlement with a character which I found quite good. She was really good. I can't remember her name now. But apparently...
Jaheira?
Yes, and Karlach knows her as this legendary person from an earlier Baldur's Gate game. Because she was a hero from one of the earlier games, and I've got quite a few new quest lines and things to do now. So I have to go to Moonrise Towers now. Make my way there. I came across. So I remember quite a long time ago, because I haven't played it since like May. I mentioned I came across a little dude on a windmill with some goblins, and the first time I tried stopping the windmill, I pulled the wrong lever, and he went whee. So I reloaded that and saved the poor little dude. Can't remember.
Barkus.
Yeah. And he was there. I met him again. We had a chat, and he was saying, "Well, I'm going to Moonrise Towers, and I need to find my friend." So we've offered to look for him, because the Shadow Curse will probably affect him more than it would us, because we got the pixie and he wouldn't make it. So yeah, we've offered to do that. So yeah, I'm not enamoured on the area I'm in. I don't like Act 2. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a drudge.
Yeah, there's these like vine creature things, shadow blights of her. They keep like jumping out on you and like ambushing you. So yeah. So yes, but so far so good. I've got back into it now. I've got used to the controls again and some stuff. I've leveled up my characters a couple of times, so I'm unlocking more things now. But yeah, what a game! What so much work has gone into that story and the voice acting and all the options and outcomes. Like you guys have mentioned it so many times, you could play this game over and over again, and every game will be different. It's just amazing. It's one of those classic RPG games. So yeah, I'm hopefully back into it for a while now. So yeah, I want to get through Act 2 and get to Baldur's Gate, because like I say, the environment in Act 2 is not nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
fortunately, the Act 2 I think is the shortest. Like,
yeah, I
if
think it's
you-
about 10
if you
hours.
Explore
Right.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
Right.
you explore everything, Act 1 is actually pretty long.
yeah,
Comparatively, Act 2 is fairly short. Now, one thing to be careful of if you've never made it in, if you've never progressed into Act 3 before,
no, I mean,
once you progress into Act 3, you can't go back and visit any of the previous areas.
right,
Right.
So, for now, you can go back into the wilderness. You can go
Yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
the grove. You can do all
yeah.
that.
And I didn't actually know you could do that because it was only until I unlocked another of them sigils, the fast travel things, the purple sigil things. I clicked on it and it gave me all the different ones I've unlocked in Act 1. And I didn't realise you could go back once you got into Act 2. So that's quite interesting. But
once you go into Act 3, you
yeah,
can't.
I was texting Kim because I've got Halsin in my party at the camp, but he won't. I ain't able to ask him to join the group yet. I can't take him with me yet. So Kim sort of like said there's a certain point where he can join the party sort of thing. But yeah, I want to see what abilities he's got because he's got the animal shapeshifting ability, hasn't he? So.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to having him in my party. I've just switched out Lezelle for Will again, so I'm trying the Warlock again. But my main go-to companions are Karlach and Gale. I love Karlach.
Of course.
Karlach's a brilliant character.
Yeah.
And she's really good in combat. So. What I didn't realise was when I first started playing Act 2 again, the last time I played it, I unequipped all my weapons and equipped everyone with torches because of the Shadow Curse, and I forgot all about that. And I came across my first... and I was in the first battle with this spider dude and his minions, and I'm thinking, I'm hardly doing any damage here. Then I realised the spider dude's on screen now. They're all using torches and battering all these people with torches, no weapons. So as soon as I switched out the weapons, it went a bit better then. So yeah. Yeah, just always check your inventory, people. Always check your inventory.
Always check.
Yeah, but yeah, brilliant
so-
game, brilliant.
Tell us about Arc rating. I understand you've gone back topside this week.
Yeah, so not as bad as Baldur's Gate 3, but the last time I played Arc Raiders was January the 15th, and that's because of various reasons, but mainly because of my health and everything, and other people's health, and just having a bit of a shitty time for the last sort of like 6 weeks or whatever. But yeah, I had my first foray back into Arc Raiders. We had a good run. Greggles was a bit quiet because it was early for him and he didn't want to wake up the family. But we had a good run. We had some good loot. We didn't come across any real players, but we did take down a few Arc. Yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Got back into it. I've found out that there's been a lot of changes since January. So there's a lot of new enemies, what I haven't come across yet. The shredders from Stella Montis are now on every map. I hate fucking shredders. There's also new, not as well as the expedition. There's new projects now. So I've just started the project to build a trophy case, and also a project to do something else which I can't remember. Yeah, it was only this morning I played it as well. Yeah, there's a trophy case and something else. I can't remember. Gone. It's completely gone. But yeah, I started them, so I've started collecting the resources. So I've got an objective to collect loot again now. So I'm not doing the expedition yet because I'm still only level 53. Greg's done the expedition and he's nearly caught up to me already. But yeah, I'm not going to do the expedition till I've hit the max level. I don't think there's any point. So it might be another time around yet before I do the expedition.
I did the expedition on the second opportunity,
Yeah.
and I'm still not sure that I am happy with that decision.
Yeah.
It's frustrating trying to redo all the
Yeah.
finding all the stinking mushrooms.
Yeah. And I think it's the only nice thing is knowing that your XP is not going to waste, but
Yeah,
you lose
there is
more
that.
than what you gain. So yeah.
Yeah,
There's no point for me doing it yet.
The
'Cause-
Scrappy upgrades. So
Oh
far have
yeah,
not
you
been-
can feed Scrappy now, can't you? So that's new,
Oh, see, I haven't tried that. I was just talking about the
right?
Scrappy gets a boost if you do. the
Oh right,
expedition.
okay. Right, so I don't know if this is just in the latest update from Tuesday or if it's been there a while, but Greg was showing me that you can actually feed Scrappy mushrooms or apricots or whatever, and then when you've come back from a mission, you get an extra reward. So you can load up to 6 different foods in like an automatic cat feeder, and then for the next 6 missions, Scrappy gives you an extra reward. So that's new. So yeah, quite a few
Well, a pile to
changes.
clean up, probably. But anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Automatic chicken feeder.
a lot of the game came flooding back to me. It's like riding a bike. It was it felt really good getting back into it. Yeah, enjoyed it. I'm gonna get back into it now, play a lot more. I want to get into the trial side of it because you go on about the trials a lot, Chris, and some of the rewards are quite good. So I want to get into the trials as well. Yeah, so Ark Raiders hopefully making a comeback.
Excellent.
So that's it for me.
And no other games this week, so I'll be brief. I haven't been on in 2 weeks, but of course for 1 week I was away and didn't do any gaming. So the things I wanted to write down, I finished Mass Effect Legendary Edition. What I mean by that is I had finished it all on Insanity difficulty. I had 2 last Chivos that I needed to unlock, so I unlocked those last 2 Chivos. So I'm putting Mass Effect Legendary Edition in the done and dusted column, and I uninstalled it. And then I have been spending a lot more time in Atomfall lately. So I had kind of given up on it, but after finishing Mass Effect, I was looking through my games library thinking, what do I feel like playing? And so I loaded up Atomfall, and I can't remember exactly what it was that I hit, but I hit something where I finally got past whatever I was stuck on.
Yeah.
And then I was able to make a lot of progress relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And so using some clever, I don't know if I would say clever, but using some intentional save points and reloading, I was able to unlock so far 5 of the 6 possible endings, not including the DLC endings. I guess there's some additional endings you get
Right.
if you buy the DLC. And so I just loaded up a final, what I'll say is a final game save to do the last ending.
Yeah.
So far I have left the zone with the captain in the village, whose name is escaping me, with the crazy druid lady, Mother Jago.
Yeah.
The lady with the radio towers, and the blue doctor.
Yeah.
So there's one more that's in there that I'm forgetting. Oh, and the voice on the telephone.
Yeah.
So I've used those. I've done those 5. So the last one is the doctor that you rescue from the prison.
Yeah.
Has a different ending. So I'm working on getting that ending now with this current playthrough.
I applaud your commitment because, like, I really enjoyed Atomfall, but I completed it once and then I had no interest in doing the other endings. So yeah. Just as soon as I've finished the game, it was done for me. But I really enjoyed Atomfall, but I don't think I'd want to do all 6 endings.
So for 4 out of the 5, I had basically gotten to where so if you, I don't know if you recall, but one of them is Mother Jago wants you to put like this growth stimulant into the Oberon.
Yeah, and
Dr. Garrow wants you to put this poison into it.
Yeah.
Somebody else wants the voice on the phone wants you to destroy it, right?
Yeah.
And so basically you go into Oberon. If you have the poison and the growth serum with you, you just make a save.
Yeah, and it's quite
Yeah. So getting those 4 endings was pretty quick. Then there's an achievement for finishing the game in under 5 hours.
Right.
And if you follow Captain Sim's path, if you're very deliberate about following Captain Sim's path, and you don't mind just killing the traders to take the things that you need from them rather than trying to trade with them, that takes about an hour and a half. So I finished that. And so now I just have to do the last one with whoever the doctor is that you rescue, the one that gives you the signal redirector.
I
Yeah.
think I did
Well, it's
the. I think I did the phone, the voice on the phone ending. I think I destroyed Oberon.
Yep.
So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Me, a lot of people were a bit unsure about it, but I thought it was really good.
It's well done. It's different. It's short enough that you don't
Yeah.
mind
Yeah,
a couple of different playthroughs to make
yeah,
some different.
yeah. It doesn't overstay its welcome, does it? It's not one of these games where it like drags on and you're thinking, oh my god, please end. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was me for the last 2 weeks. I'm sure I've played some other games, but those were the two that I thought about to talk about this week.
So
And,
while
yeah.
we're on the subject of Mass Effect, I remember I was catching up on the podcast, and you guys a couple of weeks ago were on about Mass Effect, and Kim asked you if you'd played Andromeda, and you haven't played Andromeda, which I was quite shocked at. Now,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I've played Andromeda. I loved Andromeda. I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I loved the story,
Okay.
the concept behind it, with going to a new galaxy. I loved the characters. So yeah, I really enjoyed Andromeda. If you got past the early initial weird eye glitches and everything, once I patched all that, but yeah, and I know Kim liked it, didn't you, Kim? For a Mass Effect game, you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I didn't ever
Yeah.
finish it, but I did
So-
kind of enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to sort of like say to you, please give Andromeda a go, because I'm sure you'll like it.
All right.
Mm.
I do have it downloaded on EA Play
Yeah,
on my PC, so
Yeah.
I will
Because I think
will give it a run.
Yeah, because I think
See
you
what
can
happens.
choose if you play it as the brother or the sister, can't you, Kim? So you've got a choice of characters. So I think there's 2 playthroughs you can do as well if you want to do your achievement whoring section as well. So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I do love my achievements. I do love. I might
Yeah.
start Baldur's Gate 3 over because my current playthrough is modded and I'm not getting any achievements.
Ah, right, yeah.
You know,
I was saying to Kim, like, not that I've got the time to play it, but I've already thought about a second playthrough on Baldur's Gate 3, and I want to play this. A lot of people have recommended it on YouTube and on the webs, and that's the Dark. Is it Dark Fate? Can't remember. One of the
Urge.
one of the origin characters. Yeah. So I want to play as him because he's just an outright fucking bad guy all the way through, apparently. So it'd be a nice contrast to what I'm playing now, because I'm playing as a good guy at the moment. So yeah.
Cool. Well, that's what we've been playing this week, which means you know what time it is.
Is it quiz time?
Do you know what time it is?
I don't know what time it is. What time is it? It's 10 to 9.
247.
Yeah.
It is time for the quiz jingle. It's time for the quiz jingle.
It would be if I could find it. Oh, there we go.
It's time for the quiz. Yeah, you know what? Oh,
There it is.
I really need to organise my jingles on this
There it is.
page, because I
Too bad.
can't use my
Yeah.
Stream Deck anymore, because the Stream Deck, there's such a delay on it. I don't know if I've pressed it properly. So
It was a dick move.
yeah.
I paid $5 for the SoundPad app from Steam, which seems to work okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep working with that. So here we go. Let's see. We're gonna let Mark go first this week. We do have a fun theme this week on your Easter edition of the quiz. And the first
Chocolate
game
eggs.
up is what's that?
Chocolate eggs. That's the theme.
Chocolate eggs. There we go. First up in this week's quiz is Diablo 3 from 2012, and we are looking for the PC release. So, Mr. Mark, you are up first.
I loved Diablo 3. I think we played it on Xbox, didn't we? I think there was a few of us who played it co-op as well, Greg and everyone. Yeah, I loved that game. PC though, I think that might have been a better version than controller. I don't even know how it did on Xbox, but I'm gonna say 82.
Mark says 82. Boomer says 85. What do you think, Kim?
I'm going to go 88.
Ooh, Sarah says 89.
Sarah says 89. Kim says 88. I think we've vamped enough for anybody who wants to participate in the quiz. Well done, Kim.
Oh, there's Martin.
Oh, Martin. Martin comes in with a last-minute answer. All right. Now it's a show.
Yeah.
The actual answer, 88. So well done, Kim. Off to an early lead with Sarah only 1 point behind. So quiet. All right. So up next then is Gears of War. Oh, let me get it. Get my little.
If you want to put
Gears
the
of
answer
War
in the
4.
thing again, you can do.
No, I'm trying not to put the answer in.
Oh, that was funny.
2016's Gears of War 4, and we're looking
nice.
for the Xbox One release. And it's Kim's turn to go first.
85.
Kim says 85. What say you, Mr. Mark? Boomer says 95.
Gears of War 4. I can't remember
Martin
4.
says 80.
I remember 5 playing as well.
Says 83.
Here
we go.
I think he did better than 80, didn't it? Gears of War's a pretty decent franchise. I'll say 90. 90.
Mark says 90. The actual answer, 84.
Ooh.
Let's see. After 2 rounds, Boomer is Kim has a commanding lead. Well, Sarah remains 1 point behind Kim, so I guess I shouldn't overstate the lead there. drag my score tracker out there. Still anybody's game. Only 12 points separate first from last. So our third entry of the week, our PlayStation entry, is God of War 3 Remastered from 2015 on the PlayStation 4. God of War 3 Remastered, 2015 on the PlayStation 4. And we're back around to Mark's turn to go first.
I've got this and I've still not played it yet.
I think I have it too.
I remember the first God of War got Game of the Year, didn't it? Jeez. It's got to be high on it. It's got to be high. 92.
Mark says 92. And that gives Kim the final word this round with Boomer says 85, Sarah says 94, and Martin says 90.
All right, I'm going to go 88.
Kim is going to go 88 again. Doubling down on the 88. Whoa. So the remaster was the wrinkle here. The actual score for the remaster was 81. The original scored much higher, but the remaster 81. So after that round, Kim is in first place, but only 10. Well, Mark, my man, you're
I'm not doing well
here.
Yeah, I'm a bit rusty.
Separates.
Yeah.
15 points separates first and last. With Kim is in first. Sarah is still in second, though Kim is gaining ground. Martin 1 point behind Sarah. Boomer 2 points behind Martin, and Mark.
Yeah.
You gotta take a risk on this last one here. See if you can make up some ground.
Yeah.
And so our Nintendo entry for the week, Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Nintendo Switch. And we've come full circle. Kim gets the first word in the final round. Done.
Okay. Luigi's Mansion 3. All right. 87.
Kim says 87. Boomer says 75. Martin also says 87. Sarah also says 87. Mark, you have a different answer you want to throw out there?
Well, I've got to go big or go home, haven't I? So I'm gonna have to say something quite drastic here. I'm gonna say 70. I know it's probably a lot more because it's fucking Nintendo, isn't it? But 70. Take a chance.
Yeah, I appreciate your strategy, Mark, but the actual answer was 86.
Yeah.
Which means Kim was right on it. Kim with a commanding lead going into the bonus round. Kim has a 7-point lead over Sarah, who has a 1-point lead over Martin. So we'll go with for -10. For -10, which means Kim, you could have the first negative score in game show quiz history.
No.
What is the theme of the week?
All right, we have Luigi's Mansion 3, God of War 3 Remastered, Gears of War 4, and Diablo 3. Oh, geez. Shit, I don't know. Trying to think what a common theme between the three of them would be, and I'm not exactly sure. They all have eggs in them. I don't know. There's Easter eggs. That's what I mean. There's Easter eggs in all of them. I don't know.
I'd have to verify whether or not there are actually Easter eggs in all of them. I'm certain there are no bunnies in Gears of War 4. I can't say there's no bunnies in Diablo. And I'm certain there probably are bunnies in God of War 3 and Luigi's Mansion. But I don't think that's what we're going for. Mark, what do you think?
So I've got a comedy answer and I've got a real answer. So the comedy answer is they've all been on a Disney cruise. Luigi, Kratos, Marcus Phoenix. They've all been on a Disney cruise. But no, so I think is it something to do with sailing? All them 4 games have got a section in it where you're on a boat and you have to maneuver a ship.
I don't think you'd add to it in Diablo 3. Not that I can remember.
I don't know that there's any sailing in God of War 3.
I know there is in the newer one, but it's a little rowing boat.
Well, Boomer did try to give it to all of you. The theme is indeed Back from the Dead. All of these games feature characters returning from the dead in one way or another. Because if you partake, it is Resurrection Sunday. So, Boomer comes in with the correct theme.
All right.
Well done.
How does Luigi? Did Luigi die or something? I don't know. I don't get that.
It's not Luigi, but there are a lot of enemies that are resurrected spirits and such like that.
Right, that's a bit of a cop out, isn't it, Kim?
Now Boomer's yelling at us.
I did tell you it was the Easter edition. So with that, Boomer, I'm afraid
I didn't say there was Easter eggs.
So Gears of War 4, who died and came back in that?
I never played it. I gotta go.
Oh, here we go. He's just plucking ideas out of thin air now, Kim.
I mean, that's where most ideas come from, Mark. Start with an idea.
Yeah, but at least have some based on fact.
Kim is the winner even without the bonus. Kim is the winner this week. So congratulations, Kim. You get a golf clap. There you go.
Yay!
And that takes us into everyone's mostest favoritist part of the show, maybe. That being the news.
News. Here we go.
Here is the fucking news.
Okay. So in this week's news, 2 stories to discuss. First, we've talked about this a few times before, but this week, the U.S. Patent Office has revoked Nintendo's patent on summoning characters to make them battle. So we spoke before about Nintendo filing a patent saying that you couldn't, that was their thing, right? Summoning other characters to make them battle for you, which of course was an attempt, I think, to block Pal World, which is very Pokemon-esque. But the U.S. Patent Office had initially granted this patent, and then the director ordered a re-examination of the patent, which is the first time since 2012 that we've had a redirection from within the U.S. Patent Office rather than another company filing suit, and the patent was revoked. So now Nintendo has an opportunity to to repeal or appeal is the word I'm looking for, appeal or ask for an extension if they disagree with the decision. So, thoughts? Right call? Wrong call?
Yeah,
So this is
kinda
like,
think
because
so.
didn't Japan initially reject it? So is this why the US one has sort of like re-looked at it? Because didn't Japan reject patent claims?
I believe everyone else in the world
Yeah.
rejected
Yeah.
this patent claim.
Because if
except
you start like restricting certain game mechanics, and a lot of developers are gonna
Yeah, what's left?
we're gonna struggle. So yeah, I don't know this particular thing because it is quite unique, isn't it? Well, the summoning isn't, but the actual throwing of a Pokeball is quite a specific thing. So yeah, depends what Nintendo initially put. If they just put summoning a character, then they shouldn't be allowed to do that. But the actual Pokeball, yeah, I'd agree with that. But, yeah, depends how Nintendo have gone about it, I suppose.
Okay, what do you think, Kim?
I'm kind of glad they revoked it because it all seemed. I'm like Mark. It all seemed kind of silly to me because I mean, like I said, if they start like trying to patent all these different things in video games, I mean, what's going to be left? Because a developer's not going to be able to make a video game because so and so's got a patent on this and so so's got a patent on that, and so what's left?
Yeah, well,
So, it
Activision
seemed awful
patent
silly.
naming down sites, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Only
Right.
Activision can name down sites. Only Bethesda games can glitch out like crazy. Everyone else,
Right.
can't. No double jumping. Yeah, no double jumping. Who invented double jumping?
Is that
don't
a
know.
question?
That's okay. Well, Sarah said we should patent double jumping.
Yeah.
And I don't remember I don't remember what the first game was
No, I
that featured
don't.
double jumping.
Yeah.
It's certainly been in a lot of them. Okay, so it seems as though we're all in agreement with this decision, and we hope that it stands. All right. Moving on to one more bit of news. So Amazon Prime, speaking of Mass Effect, Amazon Prime has a Mass Effect TV show in the works. They've almost gotten to ordering a full season, according to IGN. But Amazon has allegedly gone back to the writers and asked for a few rewrites to make it more appealable, quote unquote, more appealing to non-gamers. That's according to The Ankler, which reports that the new head of global TV, Peter Friedlander, has asked to read the scripts of all in-development projects before awarding that all-important confirmatory green light. Yeah. So, of course, there was the success of the Fallout series. I think that's spurring a lot of this on. But then there was, of course, a lot of controversy around the Halo series with not necessarily being true to the source material. So what's your take on this, Mark and Kim? Does the show writers owe fealty to the source material, or do they have some license to make it more accessible to an audience? Or is there a why not both in there?
If they can produce a compelling TV series that grasps the audience, then they can have as much creative licensing as they want. But if they destroy it like they did the latter seasons of The Witcher, for example, then no.
Oh my God.
It's a fine line. It's all about balance. If you're gonna have creative license and go away from some source material, you've got to make it really, really good. Otherwise, you're going to upset a lot of people. So, if it's good, they won't have a problem. Just don't do a Witcher.
Yeah, right.
Don't do a Witcher.
I'm of the same vein on that one because The Witcher was the first thing I thought of when I read that because the first season was really great and even the second season wasn't too bad and then then they started to get away from the source material like a lot. I mean, I don't mind if they
and that
play with it a little bit.
Did you see that spin-off series? What they did, like an origin to The Witcher, with them monoliths.
No, I don't think it did.
I can't remember. It's Blood Origin or something. I think it was called. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, I didn't see that one. No.
Yeah, that
It
didn't go
look
down
real
too
great.
well. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
wasn't too good.
So yeah, I think there's definitely a fine line there. You know, I
Yeah.
don't mind them, shaking it up a little bit, but when they start to get really outlandish and getting really
Yeah.
away from what the source,
Like
then I think you've doomed it.
the creative differences they did with Halo with the Master Chief. I didn't mind that because I really enjoyed that. I thought it was quite compelling. I thought it was a good story. The characters were good. The actor was a good actor for Master Chief.
Right.
And it fit. It worked. Because in reality, you're not telling me Master Chief never took off his fucking helmet or his uniform. Ever.
Right.
He must have had some fucking toilet opportunities. So, so it was more believable.
In the suit,
For
the still suit.
Yeah. So, as a non-gamer, that Halo TV series worked, I think. As a gamer, you might take umbrage because it didn't fit exactly as the game did. But I thought it worked. So yeah.
Right.
So if it's done right, and Fallout's a perfect example. That's appealed to both gamers and non-gamers, the Fallout TV series. So yeah, if it's done right, then there shouldn't be a problem.
I think where the Mass Effect series can risk running astray, kind of in the way that the Halo series did, is the Mass Effect games. All three of them, the three main trilogy games, are the story of Shepard, right?
Right.
Yeah.
As the mainline Halo games are the story of Master Chief, whereas Fallout, every game has a new protagonist, right? And so when the Fallout TV series comes along, there's no problem introducing these two new protagonists in new vaults, right? They all tell different stories within that universe. I think if the Mass Effect series is going to try to tell the story of Shepard dealing with the Reapers, then they've got to stay at least pretty true to some of the major beats, right?
Right.
I think they definitely have to do that. Yeah. Although, I'm a big fan of the lore and the universe of Mass Effect, so I hope this project is successful. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it. Although it'll be weird if they don't use Mark Mears or Jennifer Hales in it anywhere, right? Or Brandon Keener,
Right.
all the the people whose voices brought those characters to life the first time around.
Seth Green as Joker. I'm wondering if they'll have the Reapers in it, because I thought they were in Mass Effect 3 they were a badass enemy, weren't they? The Reapers. So I wonder if they'll go down that story route. But you don't know, do you?
Yeah, they've either got to do that, or I guess they can do whatever they want. But I kind of see either they retell Shepard's story, or they back it up and they kind of show the story of how Shepard became Shepard, right? Whatever happened, or they pick it up after Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sarah's put an interesting in the chat. So the Last of Us TV series, they had to have a lot of extra content in there to pad out the TV series, and she said it was done well, and I agree. I really enjoyed the Last of Us TV series, but she's concerned about the next season. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, because it was left at quite an abrupt point, wasn't it? So it's halfway through the game, sort of like story wise. And I just don't think Bella Ramsey is the best fit for Ellie. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, and so one thing I forgot to mention during what we've been playing, apologies. I also finished Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I decided that the plot of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is basically the Raiders of the Lost Ark plot, right?
Yeah.
It all works out kind of the same way. They're after some supernatural artifact, and the enemies end up being their own downfall, right?
Yeah.
Why it works is that they didn't try to make a Raiders of the Lost Ark video game in which they would have had to add a bunch of different content to the game that wasn't in the movie, right? Because the reason Raiders of the Lost Ark is such a great movie is it's so tight. It just moves from scene to scene to scene to scene.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to stretch that into a 20 to 30 hour video game, you're gonna have to add a bunch of nonsense that didn't happen. And so I think that's why Great Circle works as a game, is because even though the plot is very similar to Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's a new story. So there's room for all that extra stuff. Yeah. Cool. Video games being brought to the I guess they're already on the small screen. What do we call that? Being brought into live action? Sure. That's what we call it. Looking forward to the Mass Effect series. I hope that it works out. Which brings us to upcoming releases. Miss Woods.
Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, we have a few this week. So here they are. Without further ado, we have Naren, The Orange Room for PC on April 7th. People of Note for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, and PC on April 7th as well. Signal Zone for the PC on the 7th. Analysis for the PC, iOS, and Android on April 8th. Chain Staff for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on the 8th. Find Your Words for the PC on April 8th. Pokemon Champions for the Switch on April 8th. Samson, a Tendleston Story for the PC on the 8th. The House of Hikmah for the PC on the 8th. And last but not least, we have Tamashika for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on April 10th. So there you go.
I wonder if Pokemon Champions has got any patents against it.
Right. None of those on there sound interesting to me, but, maybe I'm wrong.
None of them
there
on
might
there.
be a gem in there somewhere.
Yeah, I've not heard of any of them.
Nope. Have to take a look. All right. Well, that brings us to how people can join us in games. Mark, care to tell the people how they can join us in games?
Yeah, so we have specific game nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting around 8:30 p.m. UK time, and we usually play for a minimum of an hour. And that's around 3:30 on the East Coast, 12:30 on the Pacific Coast, or 2:30 if you're in Kimland. And then on the Fridays, we play at 8 p.m, a little bit earlier, and we usually play a little bit longer on a Friday night, hopefully. And then sometimes, occasionally, depending on how the US people are feeling, the UK people will probably all be tucked up in bed. But then, again, at 8 p.m. Central Time, there might be another session. So if you see us online or in the Discord chat, just jump in. Feel free to jump in and join in. Also, if you do see us online, there's just like one or two of us and we're playing a game, just feel free to sort of like send a message or just pop in and say, oh, do you need a partner? Do you need a help? And I'm sure we'd love to have that extra company and assistance, especially in like Ark Raiders, like Greg gave me today in my return. So yeah, that's it for Playdates.
Excellent.
Closing notes. You can email the show at ocpodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet us because Greg refuses to call it X, and that is at OC_podcast. We've got a Facebook group. You just search for Overseas Connection Podcast. We've got our Podbean page, which hosts our podcast, the episodes, and that will be broadcast out to your podcast app of choice. And we have the future, which is Discord. We have a lively Discord. Feel free to join our Discord, jump in all the different chat groups we've got, all the voice channels, and get involved with the community. It's a great community. That's it for closing notes.
Since you're already going,
Do you want me to do my shout out? I want to shout out Greg because it's the first time I've played with Greg for quite a while. To you guys, our podcast with Kim last week, she hosted for the first time. She did a brilliant job. But it's great to have you back, Chris. I can't wait for all four of us to be back again. So yeah, to our shatters and to me completely getting wrecked in the quiz. Over to Kim.
Yeah, shout out to you guys always. Like I said, it's fun to be on here. And believe it or not, I actually wasn't nervous last week, which shocked me because I figured I'd be nervous. But then again, we were running late, so I didn't really have time to be nervous. So, I think we did all right. I'm going to shout out our shatters. We've got Boomer, Martin, RCGC, which is Sarah, and Jerital Dan, which of course is, Mr. Tilson. So thanks, guys. Even though Dan was late, but that's all right. We recorded it. You can listen to us again later. Anyway, hopefully everybody's a good week. Hopefully I have a better week than last week, so hopefully. Hopefully the weather continues to warm up, and I'm going to pass you over to Chris. So take us away.
All righty. I'm going to shout out the dynamic duo of Mark Wright and Kim Woods. Excellent job with the show last week. Enjoyed listening to that. Although I was a little bummed, no quiz, but hey, I guess we all have our thing. Shout out to the chat. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for joining in the quiz. Thanks for humoring me with my stretches of the themes because I haven't counted them up, but I'm running out of ideas. So if you have an idea for a theme, send me a private message and maybe we'll get it in there. Or like Boomer, just put it right in the chat, and then the two co-hosts can ignore you.
And we can just completely ignore it, and still not even get it completely wrong.
What are the odds?
Yeah, what are the odds? And I'm also going to shout out Disney Cruise Line because it's always a great time. And I'm going to close it out with the shout out to the cutest Coney in California, everyone's favorite, Greggy Giggles. Looking forward to having you back soon. And we're going to take it away.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection podcast. See you same time next week.